So I was leaving the gym, man. I was happy to listen to this podcast, but then you know how on YouTube, unless you subscribe and pay a fee or whatever to get YouTube, you get these commercials, these ads that pop up. So because I was driving, I didn't get a chance to like stop the ad. But the ad was Hillary Clinton coming out talking about all the mistakes she's made, why she lost the election, and all this other bullshit. Because you know what's about to happen, right? Listen, black, white, whatever the fuck you call color you want to call yourself, but we are fucking human beings. Like in all honesty, I know that for African Americans, people lost their lives to vote. I also know that they're trying to restrict people from voting. So voting must mean something. I guess it has to, right? Or is it just a game? Because people, we ran out and did all that voting, and again, and Biden and Kamala Harris and the rest of the Democrats ain't did shit. And they don't plan on doing shit but making more and more money. So it was the video that I posted here yesterday. I tried to upload it to my YouTube account. They won't let it load. I don't think I said anything bad in the video. I just brought up some things, some topics or whatever, my perception of things, and I say my perception. I said none of this shit is true. But YouTube wouldn't let me upload it. I wonder why. So I keep trying to tell y'all people that they don't want you to think for yourselves, and they know that you don't. So there was a post that I posted the other day about this pedophile that was funding like Hillary Clinton them campaign and stuff, and how there was all those emails that Hillary Clinton deleted, and the whole thing with Pizzagate, and they saying it was a pedophile ring. So here's what smart people know and people who run the country. They know that most citizens and most people don't think for themselves. They know that if you throw a bunch of bullshit like cartoons or some outlandish shit to something, that if it's found out and it has some kind of crazy name attached to it or something just to believe it, most America's not going to believe it. Like I said, I don't know what Pizzagate was. But I also know that Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, the Bushes, Obama them, they all went over to that island where Epstein was. And we know what was going on that island. So why isn't anybody questioning that? And Epstein is dead. They said he hung himself in his cell. I do not believe that one bit. And neither should you, but you will. So, this is finna go left. And it's gonna be a bunch of African American people, black people, and of course niggas. Let me not say niggas, because niggas is more of a term of endearment. A bunch of niggers who are gonna be mad at me. But why do you all keep on looking towards Jay-Z and Roc Nation as some kind of fucking savior for African Americans? He's no better than Democrats and Republicans who are Caucasian. So, we went out and voted and did all this shit. Do you realize that these motherfuckers still didn't amend or pass the voting right bill? Isn't that what Biden and Kamala Harris then banged on? They didn't do a goddamn thing. So Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Cardi B, and a bunch of other these stupid motherfuckers, entertainment clowns. Listen, clowns are paid way more money these days than they used to be paid to entertain back in the day. That still doesn't mean they're not clowns. Slaves are being paid way more money today than they did back in the day, regardless of the color of your skin, but you still are a fucking slave when the majority of us is out here struggling. But you're doing good, so you can look at them and say that, oh, you can do this, you can do that, you can be anything you want to be, you can't. So stop telling kids that you can be an NBA player. There's only 350 fucking jobs in the NBA. There's billions of motherfuckers all across the world trying to make it to the NBA. That shit is luck with a little bit of talent. And if you work hard, and it's political. It's a bunch of people I know, that everybody know, that played high school basketball, some college basketball, even on the street that's not in the NBA. Let's just keep that real. But anyways, these motherfuckers then wrote up a bill to give the legislators about not being able to use music that a rapper has wrote talking about shit they did to incriminate them in a court of law. Out of all the shit that minorities, African Americans need, this is what you come up with? How about you come up with a bill or do something about these motherfuckers rapping about the same shit over and over again, which leaves nothing but genocide amongst African Americans, Jay-Z. How about you do that? How about you all write up some kind of fucking bill stopping rappers from killing one another? Makes more sense because I'm of the mind that if you want to go out here and commit crimes, murders, and all type of shit, and then you rap about it, keep doing it so they can take your ass to jail. You don't need to be on the streets. Why are you all trying to keep dangerous, murderous motherfuckers on the street? If this don't let y'all know that these people that's quote unquote billionaires, part of the 1%, Jay-Z don't give a fuck about his peers. They're not his peers anymore because he's on a whole nother level. He don't. Because if he did, it doesn't make any sense that you trying to get a bill passed to stop courts from using shit that people say in their lyrics to send them to jail, especially if it's true? Really? So all the shit that Shotty them did with 6ix9ine, Bobby Shmurda, all these other motherfuckers been rapping about what they did, they should just be able to continue to go out here and do fuck shit, make songs about it, to make money, and then continue to kill and murder and preach death and destruction amongst their community. Very smart. And then you have people say, well, people make movies and all that shit, they're not held up accountable. But people who write these movies are either writing from secondhand experience to something, or they're using not even imagination, just shit that they see to write movies. I don't think the people that made American Gangster was out here actively doing crime. So how about you do this, you big nappy head motherfucker? How about you and Meek Mill and all these other motherfuckers get together and trying to change the trajectory of what the fuck we got going on in our communities with rap music? Fuck all this jail shit. Let's get back to that. Because even with police shootings, niggas refuse to be accountable for their actions. And I'm not saying being accountable for police shooting us. I'm talking about being accountable. Let's just say tomorrow, out the blue, systematic racism disappears. Police officers are not shooting African Americans or no more. So then what we gonna do about the shit that we doing to each other? So we know, well, not everybody knows, because I meditate. But we know for any sickness, for any progress to be made, you start from the inside and you work your way out. We know that. So instead of us always boo-hooing about what the white man is doing to us, and keep asking Caucasian people and African Americans who are in in governor office, legislators and presidents and CEOs of companies and all this shit, instead of keep on asking them to do some shit, how about we do some shit for ourselves first? How about we clean up our house first? And stop gang banging and treat each other like shit. How about we do that first and then we work on the other shit? Because I promise you, if we fix our shit first, the outside shit gonna be much easier to fix. Because the same people who think that some of us deserve this shit, if they ain't got nothing to back they shit up with, then what they left with? Like, this shit is easy peasy, but they try to make it hard. And I just don't, Jay, please stop following Rock Nation, politicians, and all this shit. And the fact that this other shit came up, the New York Times, I was watching this news outlet. So you know when that fucking assassination happened to the president in Haiti? The New York Times wrote a story about that shit. But you would have to go all the way down to the 29th or the 30th paragraph to find out the only reason that shit happened. Guess what? America agreed for that shit to happen. America participated in this shit the same way we participated in invading and just killing Saddam Hussein because they lied and said they had weapons of mass destruction. America participated in the coup to kill and murder the president of Haiti, to put in the person they wanted over there. So, this all goes back to, if you think other countries commit genocide within their own country, and America talks about that all the time, you don't think America will commit genocide with their own people who they think they find useless and they're just worthless agents? You don't think America will pull genocide, and I ain't just talking about African Americans and minorities. You don't think America would do that? Just think about that. Then you think about all the other shit that's going on in the world right now, especially in this country. I'm not making any of this shit up. So, I don't know. I really don't. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, or not. You call me whatever you want to call me. I'm a free thinker. I've always been a free thinker. That's why I wasn't a good game bank, because I don't know how far to lead one motherfucker telling 1,000 other motherfuckers or 500. I don't know how one person could be ahead of 10 people, 500 people telling everybody what to do, and we just doing it, and it's just one of him. I ain't gonna never be a part of some shit where it's more of us than it is of them, and we just sitting back and letting this shit happen. That's never been me and never will be me. You just wait for this midterm election. I am not voting. Don't nobody ask me to vote. I feel sorry for my ancestor that died for me to vote, but fuck that shit, because that shit ain't doing absolutely nothing. All those Democrats and Republicans sit down, eat with one another. They go over each other's houses. They call each other their friends. They just disagree. It's all bullshit.